I have a very serious subject today, which will help people. Ecclesiastes says there's a time to mourn. We need to realise that. Yesterday, Queen Elizabeth II died. In Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 5, man goes to his long home, and the mourners go about the streets. Many are going up today to Buckingham Palace to mourn. Serious subject today, but an important one for us all to know. It is better to go to the house of mourning than go to the house of feasting, for that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to his heart. Sorrow is better than laughter, for by sadness of the countenance the heart is made better. The heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools is in the house of mirth. It is better to hear the rebuke of the wise than for a man to hear the song of fools. For as the crackling of thorns under a pot, so is the laughter of the fool. This also is vanity. Surely oppression makes a wise man mad, and a gift destroys the heart. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, and the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit. Do not be hasty in thy spirit to be angry, for anger rests in the bosom of fools. Say not thou, what is the cause that the former days were better than these? For thou dost not inquire wisely concerning this. Wisdom is good with inheritance, and by it there is profit to them that see the sun. For wisdom is a defence, and money is a defence, but the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom gives life to them that have it. We need to understand there is a time to mourn and be sad. When my mother died, I was 5 years old, my sister was 3.5. And the ladies in the children's home where we were brought up said to me, "You're the man. You've got to look after your sister." So my sister cried her eyes out. She mourned the death of our mother. I didn't. I kept a straight face. I got to be the man. I never mourned. So I carried a burden all my life. And when I got married and my father died, my wife was absolutely amazed that when my father died, I didn't mourn. She couldn't understand it. Then I ended up with a broken marriage, and I joined this evangelistic team and went about preaching and praying for people, seeing them healed and delivered, all sorts of things. And then one day I gave out some tracts to a girl in Reading, a student girl, and she ripped them up in front of me. And she could see the sorrow on my face and the rejection, because I was actually in mourning but ignoring it. And I went for counselling, and this lady in this church, Church of England, down near where my friend Dave lives, actually said to me, "You need to mourn and stop doing all that evangelistic activity." I had to learn to mourn. And then when the step-grandson died at the funeral, I let out a great big yell, and all the grief and the sorrows came out. So we need to learn there's a time to mourn and there's a time to laugh. And there's a time to give it over to God and let it go so that you're not weighed down by it. I hope this is helpful to you.